Let me quickly go through the question. The following diagram is speed time graph of a car. The car starts from rest and accelerates uniformly at 3 meters per second square for 4 seconds until it reaches a speed of v meter per second. It then travels at the constant speed for 8 seconds. It finally comes to rest after t seconds. Okay, in this particular problem, the speed time graph has been drawn. Okay, the diagram is given to us. Okay, so from diagram, I'm going to be answering the question that we have been asked to find. A, so find the value of v. B, the average speed for the first 12 seconds. C, the value of t if the speed at t is equals to 14, that's 14 seconds is 4 meters per second. Very, very important. That C, if you don't get that particular statement, you can be able to resolve this particular problem. Okay, so with the help of the diagram, looking at the diagram vividly, you see that the car starts at rest, move to a particular point, which is V, at what? 4 seconds. Okay, that means the velocity, which is the initial velocity, is unknown there, and the car continues, okay, at a constant speed for 8 seconds. Okay, so 4 plus 8, which is 12. So the total speed actualized in that particular second stage is what? 12 seconds. And the car finally comes to at rest. That is what we call retardation or deceleration at t what second. That is what the diagram is all about. Okay, so let me quickly go through the question and also bring out the parameters from the question. Okay, so solution. Okay, I'm trying to, so solution trying to bring out, okay, the following diagram is a speed time graph of a car. The car starts from rest and accelerates uniformly at 3 meters per second. That means the acceleration is given to us. Okay, acceleration is equals to 3 meters per second square, 3 meters per second square. Okay, 3 meters per second square. Let me use that as 3 meters per second square. For what? 4 seconds. That means the time is given as well. That's my t is equals to what? 4 seconds. Okay, let's proceed until it reaches a speed of v. That means my velocity is unknown. If you look at the diagram vividly, the velocity there is unknown. That means my velocity is what? Unknown. My velocity is unknown. Okay, it then travels at a constant speed for 8 seconds. I don't need that in looking for the first question. I say find the value of v. So the v, let me look for the value of v now. Okay, so you remember that my acceleration is equals to my velocity over time. Okay, velocity over what? Time. With that I can get the initial velocity, which is the value of v that we're asked to find even from the diagram. Okay, so I need to make my v the subject of the formula. What will I do? I'll cross multiply. So I have my v is equals to 80. My v is equals to 80. When you cross multiply, a will multiply t. Okay, so my v is equals to, my a is given as 3 times my time is given as what? 4, which is equals to what? 12 meters per second. 12 meters per 12 meter per what seconds. Okay, so I've gotten the first part of the particular question. Say find the value of v. The value of v, which is the initial velocity there, right from the diagram, is what? 12 meter per what second. 12 meter per second. Okay, so the next thing they now say find the average speed for the first 12 seconds. That means the first journey and the second what journey. That is what we're being asked. If you look at the diagram vividly, you see that the first journey, the shape there is what? A triangle. So I'll look for the area of triangle. The second journey, the shape there is what? Rectangle. So I'll also look for the area of rectangle. So with that, I'll now get the total distance covered in the first 12 seconds. Okay, so with that, I'll now have to get my average speed at that particular stage. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to find the area of a triangle, because the first shape is triangle. Area from the diagram, area of a triangle, okay, which is equals to half base times height. Half base times what? Height. Okay, so my area now is equals to the base. The base there is what? The base there from the diagram is 4. The base is 4, and the height is the initial velocity that was solved, that has been solved, which is what? 12. So I'll have my half times the base there is 4 from the diagram times my height there is 12. Okay, so if you check 2 divided by 4, I'll have 3. So 2 divided by 4, I'll have 2. So 2 times 12, I'll have 24 meter. Okay, I have 24 meter. So I'm done in the first stage, which the shape is what? Triangle. So the second state or second journey, whereby the shape is rectangle. So I have to now look for my area of what? Rectangle. So my area of rectangle is equals to, my area of rectangle is equals to base times height. That's base times what? Height. Okay, so my area is equals to, my base is 4, like I've said earlier, times my height is 12. Okay, so 12 times 4, what will I get? 12 times 4, that is, no, I've made a mistake. Okay, the journey, the second stage there, the base is 8 times, and the height there is 12. Okay, so 8 times 12, I will now have my what? I'll have 96 meter. So 96 meter. Okay, why did I use the base as 8? Because the car continued moving for another 8 seconds. Okay, the first movement was in 4 seconds, the second movement was in 8 seconds. So the base there is 8, and the height there is what? 12. So I've gotten my area of rectangle. So my total distance now covered at a particular stage, my total distance is equals to 24 plus 96. 24 plus 96, which is equals to 24 plus 96. I'll have my 120. Yeah, I have my 120 meter. Okay, so with that now I can now look for my B, which is the average speed. So my average speed is equals to the total distance covered. That's the total distance Okay, that's the total distance. The total distance divide by the total time. That's the time, which is the total time. Okay, so my average speed is equals to, total distance is 120. If you look at the diagram, the total time covered at that particular first stage and second stage is 12. It's 12 seconds. So it's divided by what? 12. You look at the diagram vividly. Divide by what? 12. Okay, which is equals to 120 divided by 12. I'll have my what? 10. I have 10 meter per second. I have 10 meter per second. Okay, so I'm done with the B part, which we were told to find our average speed covered at the first 12 seconds. So the last question there, which is the C part, is for us to find the value of t if the speed at t is equals to 14 seconds is 4 meter per second. Very important. Very, very important. What they are trying to let us know is that at that particular point, the final velocity is given. So my v is given there. The final velocity is given as 4 meter per second. Okay, 4 meter per second. So we're told that the value of t when t is equals to, when t, find the value of t, find the value of t when t is equals to 14 seconds. 14 seconds at 4 meter per second. Very important. 4 meter per what? Second. That was why the final velocity there is given as what? Is given as 4 meter per second. Okay, so what are they trying to say? That means from the diagram it stops at 12 seconds. That means after 2 seconds the car will come to at rest. Okay, that means after 2 seconds the car will come to at rest, because they say find the value of t when t is equals to 14 seconds at 4 meter per second. That means in after 2 seconds the car will come to at rest. That means my t there, my t is equals to 2 seconds, which is very important. So my t there is 2 seconds at that particular point. My t there is what? 2 seconds. Okay, my t there is 2 seconds. Okay, so my initial velocity is also given as what? As 12. I've solved it as 12 meter per second. Okay, as 12 meter per second. So I now have to look for for what we call retardation. My retardation. Okay, so my retardation, which is also called deceleration, is A is equals to my V minus my U divide by my time, which is t. Okay, so my A, which is my retardation, is equals to my velocity there, which is my final velocity, is 4 minus my initial velocity there is 12, divide by my time taken at a particular stage is 2, because it will take more 2 seconds for the car to come to what? At rest. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to my 4 minus 12. What will I get? I'll have minus 8. So my A is equals to 4 minus 12. I have minus 8. Minus 8 divided by what? 2. What will I get? It's equals to my minus 4. Minus 4 meter per second square. Meter per second what? Square. Okay, so I'm done looking for my what? Deceleration or retardation. So the last stage is now I now have to look for the value of what? T when the car finally comes to at rest. So the value of T when the car finally comes to at rest, you see that my V is not given. My final velocity is equals to 0. So my initial velocity is equals to 12 meter per second. 12 meter per what? Second. 2 meter per second. So my T there now is unknown. My T is unknown. Is what? Unknown, because I'm looking for the final stage, which is find the value of T when the car comes to what? At rest. Okay, so my A is equals to V minus U divided by T. Okay, if you check, my A has been solved. My A is minus 4. My A is minus 4. Minus 4 is equals to my V is 0. V is 0 minus my U there is what? 12 divided by my T is unknown, which is what? T. My time is unknown. Okay, so if you check 0 minus 12, I have minus 12. I'll move the, okay, what will I do? I need to cross multiply. I'll have what? Minus 4T. Minus 4T is equals to minus 12, because 0 is nothing. Minus 12. Divide both sides by coefficient of T. So my T is equals to minus 12 divided by minus 4. What will I get? Is equals to, minus will cancel minus. 12 divided by 4, I'll have my 3 seconds. Okay, so my 3 what? Seconds. I'll have my 3 what? Seconds. Okay, so my time taken when the car finally comes to at rest, which is T, is what? 3 seconds. So therefore my total time taken for the journey, my total time taken is equals to 12 plus 3. Okay, total time taken is what? 12 plus what? 3. Okay, because if you look at the diagram, the last stage of the time that is given is 12. Okay, and when the car finally come to at rest, it comes to at rest at T, which has been solved. That T is 3 seconds. So the total taken for the journey is what? 12 plus 3, which is equals to what? 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Okay, so this is the last part of the problem.